Chapter 1303. All that was currently left of Loya was only his head, but he continued to laugh wildly. Let the world burn. Let this world of utter filth burn. Wilbur let out a sneer, looking at the enormous door in the sky. Just then the senior flew over to Wilbur with a frown. Things don't seem to be looking good, Mr. Penn. Do you have a solution? Wilbur asked coldly. The senior shook his head. I don't. Wilbur sneered, soaring into the sky. His figure turned into a brilliant ray of light as he shot toward the door. Wilbur was greeted with a terrifying sight beyond it. Without hesitation, he swung the historical halberd at the door. A loud sound rang through the air. A terrifying, indignant roar escaped the door as it began to erode. Wilbur landed on the ground like a meteor. Impossible! Loya cried out in fury as his head eroded into nothingness. Wilbur's figure landed in front of the gates of Tiger Manor. Bailey looked at him with worry. Wilbur smiled at her, retracting his spiritual shield. Bailey rushed over to Wilbur, her tone nothing but concerned. Are you all right? I'm fine. Wilbur smiled. Bailey let out a long breath, looking at him in an adoring daze. At the same time, all the cultivators were finally free of Loya's terrifying pressure, as well as the looming feeling of death. They looked at Wilbur in a daze, unsure what to do. This man had been an enemy to the entire cultivators' circle in Shia just days ago, and he had become the hero who saved their lives in the blink of an eye. Master Loya, whom everyone had respected and worshipped, ended up being the most bone-chilling villain. This tumultuous change, coupled with the physical and emotional damage everyone had suffered, left them in an helpless panic. Just then, the senior landed slowly next to Wilbur. Both men exchanged a gaze. Wilbur had retracted all of his aura then, but he was still holding the historical halberd. The senior smiled. I promise you that I have no ill intent, Mr. Penn. Please don't worry. Is that so? I'm incredibly weak right now. Just so you know. It's a great chance for you to try anything you want. Indeed, wielding the historical halberd had practically drained Wilbur of his spiritual energy. The final strike to seal those enormous doors had used up Wilbur's spiritual energy to the very last shred, and it could be said that he was completely devoid of it now. The senior was probably powerful enough that he could tell, and thus Wilbur saw no point in hiding the truth. The senior's eye twitched. Wilbur narrowed his gaze. Just then, Prince Boomy came up to the two men and smiled at Wilbur. Mr. Penn, your powers are truly mind-blowing. Thank you for ridding my nation of this insidious threat. Right. Isn't he a national chaplain here? Wilbur asked calmly. Prince Boomy smiled. You saw for yourself that Loya was beyond saving and had become an enormous threat to Shia. Who knows the kind of disaster that would have unfolded if you hadn't killed him first. We should be grateful. Yes, Mr. Penn, said the senior as well. We'd actually sensed there was something off with Loya a long time ago, but never dared to do a thing about it in fear of how powerful he was. You've done us a great favor, sir.